Listen, I'm not a political person, but I am a person with common sense. When you see a person, which in this instance, Charlie Kirk, be murdered and shot, and people are celebrating for it, that is a problem. Why is it a problem? That should be obvious, but let me explain it down for you. He is simply a guy with opinions that he thinks is correct, spreading Christian values and American independence. If you are celebrating a person that is shot for that, you need to be in a mental asylum, truly. But anyways, get back to the original video. Maybe I Shoeonhead with us reacted to it. Let's go.
On September 10th, Charlie Kirk was giving a talk at Utah Valley University, and out of nowhere, he was shot dead, live, in front of a bunch of college kids, in front of his wife and his 2 children. And I don't think the country is ever going to be the same. Not only because of this horrific tragedy, but because of everything that followed. The dark, disturbing realization that we may not be on the same page as our coworkers, classmates, friends, neighbors, doctors, when it comes to the issue of murder. I was crashing out on Twitter a few days ago, just stream of
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Yeah.
consciousness posting about it with run-on sentences and everything. 4 days later, I have a clearer head, but I still feel the exact same way.
Yep.
So we are going to talk about what happened, we're going to talk about the aftermath, and then we're going to get a little personal, because frankly, I don't see the country the same anymore, and I know a lot of you feel the exact same way, so we're going to talk about it after we talk about everything else. Charlie Kirk was not a healthcare CEO, he was not a powerful politician, and let me be 100% clear, I'm not saying this to say that it's okay when those people are murdered. My point is that those are positions of power that most people cannot relate to. Like, the average person is just so far removed from that world. But I think what happened to Charlie is hitting differently because, like I said on Twitter, he was just a f***ing guy. He was a f***ing podcaster. He was a guy who talked about politics. He was a guy who had conservative beliefs. Not everyone knows a billionaire CEO or a powerful politician, but they do know somebody with conservative beliefs.
Yep.
They know somebody who—
And I don't know if I do, but a lot of the stuff that he said, I kind of agree with. No, obviously not everything. No, no, no. But a lot of stuff he said, I fully agree with pretty much. So it's like, oh shoot, would they kill me too? Like if I became popular with the same exact like beliefs, oh I could literally die too. Just and people would celebrate it. Celebrate a death of someone that has done literally nothing wrong and just literally said their opinions and simply was honest. That is crazy.
who holds some or many of Charlie Kirk's opinions. Because despite what people in their little bubble believe, his core ideology and what he believed is the same shit like your conservative boomer uncle on Facebook posts. You can only disagree with this if you are unfamiliar with Charlie Kirk, or you are unfamiliar with the many different branches and different ideologies of the right wing. Now, don't get me wrong, Charlie Kirk had many bad takes over the years. Like, for example, the 2 most popular quotes—
And honestly, I don't even agree with this point. Wait, hold on. What she said?
conservative boomer uncle on Facebook posts. You can only disagree with this if you are unfamiliar with Charlie Kirk, or you are unfamiliar with the many different branches and different ideologies of the right wing. Now,
The thing is, despite whatever the ideologies are, you still have to understand the importance of a human life. No person deserves to be shot because of an opinion. I was being retarded here. That's not the point that she was trying to make whatsoever. She was basically trying to make just a relatable point, comparing it to the uncle. I'm stupid. I apologize.
Now, don't get me wrong, Charlie Kirk had many bad takes over the years. Like,
Yeah.
for example, the 2 most popular quotes I see people posting
Oh, I'm not kidding.
are the one where he advocated for stoning gays and black women
Stoning
are too
gays?
to be pilots.
What?
But guess what? Both those things, the 2 most popular quotes people are posting to justify this guy being murdered,
We're taking it out of context.
are out of context.
Oh, of course
But
they were.
idiots like
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course they were.
Stephen King
I mean, you shouldn't be surprised at this point. You truly shouldn't be. This is what happens with like everything. A lot of people that just people want to cancel for some reason. Yeah, so.
ran with it, then later had to apologize for spreading misinformation about
Oh, that's W.
a dead man.
Th-
These
great.
people will build a straw man of you in their minds. They get so fucking mad about it that they celebrate the real you dying. horrifying. But more importantly, even if everything was in context, who cares? Oh, he said this, oh, he said this. I don't care. There are many things he said that I disagree with. There are many things he said that I think are bad. Who cares? It is just a fact that nothing he said warranted his life being taken away.
Yeah.
This is America. We have freedom of speech here. Unless you criticize a certain country, but for the most part, we have freedom of speech here. So after detaining not just one wrong guy, but two wrong guys, the
Unless if you criticize a certain country. Wait, hold on. What country would that be? Wait, am I crazy?
FBI finally got the shooter, only because his own father turned him in. I guess they were just too fucking busy not releasing the Epstein files to catch a political assassin.
Yeah.
It was this ass demon, Tyler Robinson, 22 years old, another irony-poisoned Reddit shooter who wrote a bunch of memes on the bullets, including "Hey fascist catch" and
notices, bulges, capital OWO.
What? Excuse me? You, I know you guys don't see it because my camera, but I'll lift up my camera for a second. If I can, I love OBS. I love OBS. Anyways, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
What's this question mark?
I fucking hate it here. A lot of people were saying that the
Shit,
shooter
guys.
was a groiper, which is a far-right fan of the streamer Nick Fuentes, and
I'm pretty sure that is not true. Just because I remember hearing about like this stuff that came out that he was apparently a leftist. So, I mean, obviously leftists can watch anything they want. Yeah, he could have technically been a fan, but I just think it's unlikely. I also don't think it matters that much because I don't think left wing or right wing would have to do with that much of anything. I think he's simply just deranged and mentally insane and deserves to be in jail. Yeah. So,
no fucking idea where that came from. I'm gonna be so honest. I have seen no actual proof of this. And
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense because someone further right than Charlie Kirk wouldn't call Charlie Kirk a fascist, and they wouldn't say he was hateful. Their proof is that the shooter once dressed up like the Slav squat meme from 2012.
what? That's your proof? That's your proof, bro? You know how popular this type of outfit is? That's your proof? Are you seriously kidding me right now? You that's your yeah, okay, that's your proof. Yeah. So guys, for reference, right? You know, if I were to take a bus like on Tuesday and you do take buses too, that means you agree with everything I said. You know how stupid this what? Like what? Yo, if you drive a Ferrari and I do too, we like this. We're so close, bro. We're so close.
And they also found a separate meme of Pepe the Frog dressed like the Slav squat meme. Therefore, the shooter is a groiper. That is like seeing a photo of the shooter dressed like a clown, and then seeing this image of Pepe the Frog dressed like a clown, and then being like groiper confirmed. What is the connection?
Yeah.
The shooter didn't
Yeah,
even
that did.
post the Pepe image. Like, where did the Pepe even come from? Just a bunch of liberal boomers not understanding memes. The other thing I saw was the shooter had Republican parents, and therefore the shooter must be Republican, which is just funny because we all see what these people say about their Republican parents.
No, literally. And they want to literally like get as far away from them as they can. A lot of them literally be like, "Yo, I'm never even gonna be able to talk to you. I'm just gonna just so like abandon you from my life completely." And you know what's funny? I feel like I'm on the opposite side of stuff, but I don't really care for politics. I don't know if I'm conservative or whatever, liberal, whatever. I'm just a guy with opinions. Truly, that is all. That's all it is. And but a lot of my whole family would probably consider me conservative, while they're liberal. So it's funny. It's funny to see.
Thanksgiving. But I guess we'll see. It's September 14th when I am recording this, so maybe more things will come out. Editor Shoe here, more things came out. Definitely not a groiper. At the end of the day, he could have every single one of my or your opinions. It ultimately doesn't matter. One person may have pulled the trigger, but then we saw the reaction of many.
We think that Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Hey!
Why are you masquerading this song? Why are you masquerading? Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Stop. No, no like.
Ooh, ah.
I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
And it finally happened to Charlie Kirk, guys. Oh my god. He's the one person that was open to free debate. Like he was one of the few people that was chill with free debate and accepted accepted you no matter your opinion because he was a Christian through and through, and that is what you do. If you think he was bad, you're not ready. You're not. You're not. You're not ready. Okay? It happened to Charlie Kirk. Oh my gosh. You need help. You need help. Dearly help. Actually. Because most of his beliefs that I saw anyway were about Christian beliefs. That's all they were. Which means if I were to guess, they most likely also hate Christians. You hate Christians to this extent? Yeah, okay. 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 Yeah. All right.
Yo, they got Charlie Kirk, bro. I've never been happier.
Never believed
You got problems.
the reason I'm smiling. And it has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Nothing to do with...
I would say pour one out. For Kirky boy, but I don't waste good beer on little bitches.
How is he a little? What? If anything, he deserves a lot of respect. You know how hard it is to talk about your opinions that are Christian beliefs now? Like to the public? Like it's actually insane. Like the guts you have to have is so respectable and commendable in my opinion. To do this. Like genuine. Like this is apparently he's a little bitch though? You know? What?
Rest in peace, bozo!
Charlie Kirk just got put down like a fucking dog in Utah.
I do not, and I will not, ever feel bad when bad people get what the fuck they deserve.
I just heard that someone shot...
He's a bad person for having an opinion. Yeah, guys, he's a bad person. Yeah, okay. What the fuck?
Charlie Kirk? Thoughts and prayers.
Oh no, someone shot Charlie Kirk. Look, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but that's how you pick up a woman.
So apparently, guys, it's how you pick up a woman. The killer is just a playboy. Apparently, yeah. The killer apparently it just is an amazing guy and is a playboy and honestly deserves just women to this person. That's insane. You know, like I'm fine with like other people saying like stupid ass opinions, of course, but like it just upsets me when like people they think are gonna be good just aren't good. You feel me? Because some of my friends literally had this opinion, and I'm like, I have to cut you off now because I know you wouldn't want death on me, but you want death on someone that, like, you know, I don't agree with all of his opinions, but I agree with a lot of them, which means if you didn't know me, you'd want to kill me, which is insane.
Fuck your homie dead! Fuck your homie dead! He got shot in the head! We got Charlie another. We got Charlie another.
I heard someone got shot today.
I don't even know. Well, this might be me, just being uninformed somehow. But I didn't see a single thing of him being transphobic. That's just me though. That's just me.
I had a tummy ache this morning. Stay alive out there.
The sympathy for Charlie Kirk is weird. You don't have to like violence, but I'm confused as to how you thought the revolution was going to be.
Of course, I'm gonna have sympathy for a person that has an opinion and simply just died, and people are celebrating for it. Of course, I feel bad for someone that I could have known. Of course, I'm gonna feel bad for them. I'm gonna have more sympathy for those people, for him, than other people in other countries, because this person of my country, of someone that like I could honestly like relate to, even like somewhat. So, like, you know. Also, I feel like it's just nice to have sympathy for a human life. I'll be like, oh wow, that person died. Oh, that sucks. No matter where they are. Hey, that's just me though. Hey, maybe I'm crazy, or maybe I'm not the person. Maybe they're just desensitized to all the violence, and they just take it as like, aha, aha. This isn't a joke. You do know that like this happened in real time, right? Like he's not coming back. Like we do understand that, right?
Magically bloodless.
I've been saying we need to bring back political assassinations. I don't feel bad, and I don't think that everyone deserves the right to free speech. I think some people should be afraid to express their opinion in public.
What? So this is exactly what I was talking about with the Christian belief thing. Bro, what? Some people, and not even with the Christian belief, some people don't deserve to express their opinion in public and deserve to be shot for it. That is what she just said, essentially. Some people don't deserve freedom of speech. I say it as a joke, maybe, to like very close friends, as a dark joke. This person isn't saying that shit as a joke. It, like, you got problems, lady. Like you got.
I didn't like what he said, and I didn't like his opinions.
Okay, but you can still express and say how you feel bad for him. Or, how about this? How about this? You could just not say anything at all. No. It can't be that, right?
And I don't really give a shit that he's dead.
The best part of this whole goddamn thing is that he is not martyr material, so his death will mean nothing.
I don't know if I should be shocked, surprised, or laugh at how retarded you are. Okay, so give me 1 second, okay? Hey guys, this should be basic knowledge about something that you're talking about, in my opinion, like this. But hey, like a simple word like this. But hey, let's look it up. Let's look it up. What is a martyr? Yeah. Let's go. A person who is killed or made to suffer because of their religious or other beliefs. Now, what was his beliefs again? Christian values and American like freedom, mostly. And he was talking, to people while doing this, while he was shot. So, and that's actually, of course, why he's popular in the first place, because he's one of the few people that do this. So tell me right now, is that not a martyr, or is that a martyr? I do wonder. That. That's a really good, interesting question. Right? That's a really interesting question. And maybe you can actually argue that it's not a martyr. If he was like killed in private or something, maybe like, he got in a fight with someone accidentally, and then the person had a grudge or something, and then that's why he got shot or whatever. But the reason why he got shot, and the only thing you can conclude to, is simply because of his opinions. Whoa, that's crazy. I didn't think people this common were so like. I didn't think people were so retarded. Like this common were so retarded. If that makes sense. It's kind of crazy.
It will activate no one. It will.
I think it activated everybody, buddy. And a few. Now, when you say a few, are you talking about few like million? Because to me, to me, a few doesn't seem like a few million. To me, if those people were together, they can do a lot of shit. Hey, just me though. I don't know. Mate, I don't know. I don't know anything though. Trust.
Will impact few. It's just great.
There are a
It's just great, guy. Your problem.
lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Do I need to say more about stupid shit? I don't know.
Charlie Kirk just got shot.
Like, you know what's weird too? The fact they're this confident with saying dumb shit like this. Like, they have their face out and everything. Like, what? 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 What are we talking about, bro?
I saw the video before they even put out the confirmation. There was no chance that he made it through that. This wasn't the one we were hoping for, but a welcome surprise.
This isn't the one we were hoping for, guys, but a welcome surprise anyways. Yeah, nonetheless, queen. Yeah, you have problems. This is why people think you need to bring back mental asylums, because of people like you. That's why. That's why, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Nonetheless.
I'm surprised that y'all didn't get rid of him sooner. And I'm surprised that you guys aren't getting rid of more people. Like, don't stop with him. Don't let him be the end dog. Get rid of them all. His wife deserves to go too.
What? I saw a tweet about that. That actually made me want to throw up for a second. I saw a tweet about that, and it was like, have his wife go too, and his children put into foster care, and I'm like, so they don't have his opinions, and I'm like, his opinions? Those opinions are so threatening to you? That really? He's not a politician or anything like that. It would be wrong, whatever he is. You know, it's not like he's a serial killer. You know, that's just me though. You know, maybe it's just me, but I think serial killers are pretty much like one of the only people, like some of the only people that deserve to be put to death. Like pretty much that and rapists. Yeah, those are like the only two. But hey, that's just me. Hey, that's just me though.
Y'all keep on talking about his wife and kids. They need to go too because they're carrying on that.
Wait, she said his kids, children. She wants children to go.
Mentality
What?
in that lineage.
Oh, for his mentality. In lineage, she wants to destroy the whole family tree. Yeah. Oh my god. No, just no, dude. Just no.
Get rid of the whole family. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Why did you guys stop with him?
There were thousands of videos.
Why did you guys stop with it? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Like that. Some of these people posting with their
Jesus.
full names and faces, with hundreds and thousands of likes. Thousands of tweets celebrating it, with 500,000 likes. And it's important to remember that all of those likes are a real person. Millions of people in this—
Like, you can literally connect it to a real face, real talking voice. Like, if it's a tweet, that you could be like, oh, this person's like, you can honestly include in your mind, oh, this person's just unhinged. Like, no, you know, no one really thinks like this. They're just off the deep end. But when you see so many people like this, showing their face, being this confident, laughing about it, you realize that there's a serious problem that needs to be fixed. Like now. Like, what is wrong with you? Yeah.
This country apparently believe the acceptable response to speech they don't like is murder. This wasn't just a bunch of fringe blue hair SJWs or whatever. They were teachers, professors, doctors, HR workers, healthcare workers, nurses, pediatricians, people who work with kids, people's classmates, roommates. They are teachers showing our children the gory, horrifying video of Charlie's murder on repeat. The hippy-dippy in this house we believe shit-lib.
The thing is, see, I used to watch Charlie Kirk. probably a year or two ago. I think it was like when he was first on the whatever podcast. No, it was before that. I think, and I could tell he was just a nice, honest guy that just liked Christian values, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Um, because as a Christian, like a lot of his takes, resonated with me. But seeing it happen, like when I heard what happened, so I'm a pretty emotional person. So when I heard what happened, I couldn't even watch the full video because I knew like of how much I was giving after it. So like, in fact, these people actually did watch it and are like, "Yay, you have problems, dude. Like, please seek help somehow."
Mask was ripped off, and underneath was nothing but psychopathic bloodlust. I have seen people on the right celebrate the death of people they disagree with. I've seen it. I remember Heather Heyer in 2017. But I also remember the whole internet, left and right,
I don't
coming
know who that is.
together to disavow and mock the few dozen people
It
from
is sad that
Stormfront who were
that's
celebrating her death. This is different. It's never been like this before. It's never been this much. It's never been this brazen. Normal people have to log into like an alternate Twitter account where they can post their more unorthodox
Yeah,
opinions.
that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah. You have to log into another account, no face, whatever, just to post unhinged stuff like this that is actually just mentally insane. But these people just don't care about any of that anymore. It's insane. And I didn't even, so as I said before, I'm not that much into politics. At least I like to believe that I'm not. It just helps. But I don't even see that much people on the left like being like, yo, this is guys, this is wrong and everything. Like you guys gotta stop. I don't even see that much people doing this. Now obviously that doesn't mean that there's none. I mean, come on now. We're literally reacting to Shoeonhead, so but that means that there's not that much of them, is what I'm trying to say. So it's just sad to see. At least from what I see anyway. You know what I did see though? A lot of people on the left turning to the right, posting about it because of how curious people are. That they're really moving to the right now. I did see that. No, I saw that. But, yeah. But yeah, it's crazy.
And these people are out here, full face, full name, like hell yeah, murder. What? The smug, unearned confidence these people have to be openly sociopathic with their full name and face because they live under the pathetic delusion of being on the right side of history needs to end.
Yeah.
They will blame you for your death because words are violence. Words are violence, so them killing you is just self-defense. That's why they're using Kyle Rittenhouse as some kind of gotcha. Oh, if you don't condone political violence, why do you support Kyle Rittenhouse? They fundamentally don't see the difference between killing someone over speech and killing someone over self-defense because these are the same things to them. Also, I'm going—
Insanity. Truly insanity. Yep. Crazy. It kind of reminds me of people saying I should beat up someone for saying the N-word. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe when I was like 14, I used to be like that or something. But it's incredibly retarded to do something just because of something like that. Especially, death. Is it really worth that much? Really? Really?
going to be the one to point it out because of course I am. I saw nobody else do it. Why are most of them women? Most of the people celebrating are women. Like, it's a good, like, 80-20 ratio all over the internet. What is going on, ladies? Basically, the whole country is shook because last year they realized how many people would—
This might... Hey, I know I might be called a misogynist for this, but it's because a lot of women are just more emotional than men, right? And so... And a lot of people... not women, not men, not only, a lot of people in general say things just based on emotion and don't think about it a lot of times off of logic and emotion or just logic in general. So when it's just out of emotion and when, people are thinking that these people are attacking them with words, that is why. That's basically the reason.
Celebrate the murder of a president, and this year they realized how many people would celebrate the murder of them. At the end of the day, this is all the inevitable conclusion of the punch a Nazi thing from like 2017. Do you guys remember that? We always knew it was a slippery slope. That's why we were against it. And they always say this dumb shit like, if you don't want to be called a Nazi,
just don't be a Nazi. You know what people, you know how much people are called a Nazi? If I was popular as a YouTuber, which subscribe by the way, I'd really appreciate it. But if I was popular as a YouTuber, I'm pretty sure I'd be called a Nazi. That's me? Me? Yo, okay. I'm pretty sure Shoeonhead's called a Nazi. I'm pretty sure a ton of VTubers are called a Nazi when they aren't whatsoever racist or even think like Nazis whatsoever, like, and they don't want violence. What? So when, you know, they kind of make you out to be a Nazi. That's what I'm trying to say.
Stop being a Nazi. Even a Congress.
Like, how do you, like, people on the right, a lot of them are just called Nazis for having opinions on the right. So basically every person that's on the right is called a Nazi. So just be a leftist. Just be a leftist and then you're not a Nazi. Just do that, okay? Just do that. And by the way, if you're not a hard leftist, you might still be called a Nazi. Yeah.
Congressman from my state, New York, was like, oh, if you want to stop being called a fascist, you should stop being a fascist. Yeah, that's great, except you've called everyone and their mother a fascist and a Nazi for the past, like, 15 years. Yep. And I see a lot of progressives in my audience like, Shoo, you're not like Charlie Kirk. You're not a fascist. Here are all the things I have been called Nazi, fascist, reactionary for over the last few years. Would you like to see?
Yeah, that's what I thought too, yeah.
Been making this list
People are unhinged
since 2023. Let's go. Let's just read this together real quick. Mocking/criticizing pop feminism. Believing adults can do whatever they want. Being pro-free speech. Being liberal. Talking to people I disagree with. Being friends with people I disagree with. Following people on Twitter I disagree with. Supporting Bernie Sanders. That one came from the right. Being registered independent. Criticizing Joe Biden, criticizing the Democratic Party, not being attracted to feminine men, not hating men in general.
Yeah, if you're not attracted to feminine men, if you're not attracted to Mustafa, you're a Nazi. No, that's W. No, that's fair for real. Yeah, crazy shit.
Criticizing Canada's MAID program, not taking the COVID vaccine, criticizing the FBI, criticizing the CIA, believing the CIA killed JFK, using an American flag backdrop for my videos, saying elites, saying working class, saying based, making a joke.
What? For saying those 3 words? What?
Joke about Joe Biden eating ice cream, making a joke about Pete Buttigieg being born in a test tube, making jokes in general, being—
Yeah, just don't make jokes. Why is she making jokes? Like, she's a I'm not saying that.
Yes. Being white, being a woman, being a cis white woman.
Just don't be a woman. Just don't be a woman. Just don't. Take some testosterone and become a man. Yeah, you do that. Yeah.
Telling someone to take a shower, not being anti-gun, not being fat, being monogamous, liking Huey Long.
Not being fat. Yo, if you're healthy, you're if you're healthy, you're a Nazi, dude.
Celebrating the 4th of July, supporting Assange, criticizing the movie Cuties, praising the movie.
Criticizing the movie Cuties? You mean the pedo movie? Is that the one you're talking about? There's no way we're talking about the same one, right? No.
Sound of Freedom, being against pedophilia.
Yeah, okay.
Being against the destigmatization of pedophilia, being against children watching porn, being critical of kink at Pride, being against children performing at drag shows, not—
What the hell? And the thing is, now that I think about it, except for Huey Long, because I have no idea who Huey Long is, every single video that she's made, yeah, this definitely follows, this tracks. Like, people literally hated on all those videos because of this stuff. Yeah, no, straight up, this actually tracks. That's disturbing. That's this disturbing part. Anyways.
Being racist, I swear to God. Being a class reductionist, saying biological sex, mocking people for debating the ethics of necrophilia.
Okay, but your biological sex does matter though. Like, a biological man can't breed with a biological man. At least not yet. Hey, at least not yet, okay? At least not yet. Don't attack me for saying the truth, okay? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not transphobic. Chill.
My username, owning a pet rabbit.
Her username, Shoeonhead. Okay.
Questioning the Bush administration's involvement in 9/11. Growing up in a Catholic family. Eating meat. Wanting to get married.
By the way, this is what I was talking about. They literally hate Christians. They hate them. They hate all of them. Apparently. Because
to have children, being married, having children, being at January 6th to interview people, saying it's okay if someone doesn't want to date a porn.
So they don't want people to have children. They don't want people to be married. They also don't want you to be Christian. They want you to be individualistic. They want you to only care about material stuff. And they just want you to be selfish. That's essentially what this is. Straight up. Yeah. That's essentially what this is. They do know that, like, in order for the human race, at least, you know, most of the human race, you know, to go on, there needs to be children, right? They do know this, right?
Star, not wanting to do OnlyFans, criticizing Kanye West, criticizing late-stage capitalism, criticizing the billionaire class, criticizing Israel, criticizing
Also, wait, did she say not wanting to do OnlyFans? Yeah, just do OnlyFans. Oh my gosh.
eating the bugs, criticizing a fashion company for being creepy, you'll remember that one, supporting nuclear energy, parentheses, its toxic masculinity, supporting TikTok tradwives,
What?
supporting one-income households, supporting UBI, supporting farmers, supporting truckers.
I think there should be one-income households everywhere. That does not mean men should provide on like women should stay at home. Now I fuck with that too, but I would also fuck with the reverse. I don't really care. If you want me to be a house husband or whatever, like, hey, as long as if you're worthy of that, if you can do that, then sure. I think that's perfect because, you know, I think one parent should raise the, you know, children. In my opinion. Hey, that's just me though. I think leaving the children to their own devices might be bad, to say the least. Yeah.
Not celebrating October 7th, supporting Palestine, not liking brutalism, saying colorblind anti-racism was good, wanting to date someone who has a good relationship with their parents.
Why are you trying to date someone that has a good relationship with their parents? Come on now. I'm stupid. Just don't do that. You actually want them to be healthy mentally and everything? Just don't. No. What? What do you mean?
Not liking Indian food, saying men and women are different but complement each other, being followed by JD Vance on Twitter, saying Hillary Duff is cool.
And by the way, this does not mean they're different in value. No, that just means they're different. They have like different strengths and weaknesses. You feel me? As in, women apparently are really good at multitasking, better than men. They're oftentimes better at seeing color. They're oftentimes better at empathizing. As long as they have both parents, you know, as long as they grow up correctly. Correctly is you get what I'm trying to say. That's a strength. Men, you know, stronger, faster. Oftentimes, the smartest people are men. Et cetera, et cetera. And both of the strength. That's just some of women. That's just some of men. A ton of these, you know, both of those are extremely important. Yeah. So.
Making fun of Reddit, and for Asmongold reacting to me, criticizing American imperialism, wearing a bow in my hair, liking VTubers, and now
liking VTubers? Just don't like VTubers, chat.
Being anti-death.
Charlie Kirk was a fucking Nazi. He was a fucking Nazi. And you know what kind of Nazi is the best Nazi? A dead one.
I am a better person than you for celebrating the death of a Nazi.
Me? Me? You? Me? You? Sorry. Anyways. Yeah, he's apparently a Nazi? Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah. If you say so.
And actually, it's pretty weird that you're not, and simultaneously asking people to have empathy for the Nazi.
Nazis have children and families, right? But Nazis also get shot.
They're insane, chat. Look at her and tell me she's not insane. Look at me with a straight face and tell me she's not insane. You can't do it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
In the neck.
They don't kill you because you're a Nazi. They call you a Nazi so they can kill you.
Yes. This is literally what I was trying to say before. Blair Wright based. I don't know who this person is, but W. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to talk about my personal feelings of the situation because I know a lot of you can relate. I know a lot of you have been feeling the exact same way. So I will try and put it into words for you. I have friends who were friends with Charlie Kirk, but I didn't personally know him. We follow each other on Twitter. I've been to the TPUSA Amerifest in 2021. I actually went there planning to make a video making fun of it, but I had so much fun and met so many friends that I'm still friends with to this day. So that video never happened. I disagreed with him all the time. You can literally go to our Twitter interactions. I was always correcting him about, like, Bernie Sanders. I made an egg look like his face. It is safe to say I was no fan.
Yeah.
But this has really shaken me in a way that I absolutely did not expect. These last few days after what happened, I kept going to every single, like, lefty, liberal, left-wing person I know and, like, checking out what they have been saying about this. And besides maybe, like, 4 or 5, every single one was being an unhinged psychopath about this. Or saying some backhanded shit like, this is why we need gun control, which...
That's not gonna help it, bro. Oh, and by the way, if you could somehow, by the way, let's say, gun control was, a thing that people could need. How are you gonna take away all the people's guns right now? Tell me tell me how you could even do that. No, seriously, tell me how you could even do that. Also, let's say if it even was possible to do that, people are gonna find other ways to kill people. Whether it be poison, whether it be with cars, whether it be with knives, etc., etc. There's tons of ways if you're just unhinged and mentally insane. Just like, what are we talking about?
First of all, we were just watching a whole bunch of people celebrate killing someone over political differences. You are never taking our guns now. That is not happening. I felt like I was in the middle of the ocean. I was trying to, like, grasp onto a flotation device, checking all of these accounts for their take, like, be normal, be normal. Nothing. Nobody. I'm just drowning in a sea of evil, apparently. Maybe I was just blind up until now. Maybe they changed. Maybe I changed. Is everyone going crazy or am I going crazy? I don't know. All I know is it is clear how they reacted to this is how they would react to me, my family, my friends, you, your family, your friends, that have ever stepped out of line from the nebulous, ever-changing definition of progressive. These are people I thought were level-headed. They were left-wing, but, like, they were one of the good ones. Like, you can joke with them, they weren't those, like, woke SJWs. Like, they were cool, we can disagree and still be friends. Your friend wouldn't celebrate you being murdered, of course. But if they would celebrate an exact clone of you that wasn't you, that had all the same opinions, or some of the opinions that you have, if they would celebrate that clone being murdered, they're not your friend. I'm friends with people who are friends with Charlie, and I see how they are completely broken about this. Seeing them like this, and then at the same time my other friends posting shit like, rip bozo.
Crazy. Actually insanity. But yeah, no, she's completely right. That's why I basically left those friends, because it's insane. Yeah.
It's just sick. It's just sick shit. Personally, I would rather live in a world full of Charlie Kirks who would sit down and debate than a world full of people who agree with me but would murder people who don't. Because if it's now normalized to just murder people who disagree with you politically, we don't have a society. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's over. But some of these people in particular, like, why the f*** are you celebrating? You! They think you're a f***ing Nazi too. They'll make a nice compilation of all the hot takes you've had over the years and spread it around to justify your murder. You don't get it, do you? We are all Charlie Kirk. I have been doing this for 11 years. I have been harassed, doxxed, threatened, whatever, you name it, for 11 years by the left. And it hasn't moved me an inch because that's not how politics works. That's lunch table politics. I've talked about this before. People on your side being mean to you doesn't mean you overnight change your opinions on, like, healthcare. It doesn't work that way. I still have all my economic left opinions. I'm for strong social safety nets, workers' rights, unions, wealth caps, whatever. That has not changed. This is not me leaving the left because, frankly, I don't even know how to do that. This is me and many, many people looking around us at our so-called allies and realizing that even though we might share some, like, political opinions, we fundamentally do not have the same values or morals. And are we really allies if we agree on, like, taxes, but don't agree on the sanctity of human life?
Yeah.
I don't know. The way we view death now is just crazy. And I feel like a lot
It's
of that—
kind of morbid. It's dystopian because people are, as I said before, or like in the earlier part of this video, people are so desensitized to murder. Yeah, straight up. It's essentially what it is. It's actually insane.
that has to do with the desensitization in part thanks to the internet. You used to have to go out of—
Dude, I'm so smart, dude. Because I look up to Shoeonhead somewhat because she's so smart and everything. Dude, and we like this. Wait, my bad. My fault. My fault.
of your way to see gore and stuff like that, and now you're just scrolling through Twitter and you see someone set on fire, if someone gets stabbed on a train. And when someone like Charlie dies, it's not even real to people anymore. Like, it's like a movie or show. Oh, that character died? Good, I hated that character. Like, no, that was a real human being with a family and kids.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. My bad. I shouldn't be tweaking. I apologize. Keep going.
Is actually, like, that was someone's son. The internet has turned real people into nothing but cartoon characters that disappear when you close an app. I remember for years people would be like, oh, when you have kids, you'll change your mind on XYZ, and I was like, no, that's not gonna happen, no. And they were right. Almost overnight, you stop being so selfish, nihilistic. You stop having utopian fantasies of wanting to live in a post-capitalist society. And all you want is for the world to be safe. For the world to be safe and normal. And all that matters is your family and your community. And then your country, and then the world. You know?
'Cause at the end of the day, then you actually see what really matters, and that is peace. Yeah, truly. So, yeah.
But we can't save the world, you can't. But you can save the people around you. You can't say to these people who are celebrating this and justifying this, you can't say, what if that was your dad or your brother getting killed for their opinions, because they've already cut those people off.
Yep, they literally cut them off for their opinions. By the way, that's probably why I'm not a political person, because if I were to guess, a lot of people in my family would probably do the same. For having, I guess conservative takes sometimes, I suppose. Yeah, it's crazy.
They've already cut those people off out of their lives. And posting videos and pictures of Charlie's wife and young kids will not move these people at all. Because they hate their lives. They hate their families. They are atomized bug people. They are the unfortunate product of modern society. And I feel bad for them. I do. I pity them and I wish I could help them. But I have bugman fatigue. And for the people who will come at me in a blind rage with a list of all of Charlie Kirk's, like, biggest hits to convince me that I should hate him and should not mourn him. If you thought what Charlie Kirk said is wrong, you could have debated him. He was one of the few people left willing to do that, and now he's gone. Charlie was a fan of free speech, but I'm worried whoever comes after Charlie won't be. Like, even from a political standpoint, not even a personal human standpoint, why are you celebrating, like, the most popular college Gen Z political pundit dying? Like, why are you celebrating him becoming a martyr? Say goodbye to that young male vote. All the liberal Joe Rogans in the world are not fixing this. I just hope for the sake of this country that political violence does not become normalized, does not become a thing. I really don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see retaliation. I don't want to see us fall into a civil war.
I wouldn't be surprised if there is retaliation, though, because, listen, do I agree with the leftists? No. Do I agree with right-wing people? No. But I see a lot of right-wing people hating on leftists because they are leftists, without even because of this situation, because of how much stuff like people are celebrating, because now they're moving further right because they see people celebrating, but they don't even ask those leftists, right, if they agree and are happy that he died or anything like that. Because they, in their mind, some of them, I'm not saying all of them, of course, but some of them, they just think all of them are the same. Yeah, that's why I hate the term leftist, like right wing or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know, this has all been extremely blackpilling. I think I'm gonna take a break from politics. I don't know, I'm a YouTuber, like, I'm not a political pundit, right? I'm not. My goal here, my purpose here is to entertain, is to make people laugh. That is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
That is what I will continue to do. The news cycle will move on. The world will move on. Charlie Kirk's kids won't move on. His daughter won't move on. His daughter does not have a dad anymore. And that fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. I don't know what else to say. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my crash out. If you're new here, my videos usually are not like this. They're actually nothing like this. They have music in the back. They're fun. They're goofy. Things are just not fun and goofy right now. But I promise you the next video will be. Yeah, thank you for your attention to this matter. Bye.
Same thing with mine. As you said, she's an amazing creator. I'm subscribed on a different account, like 3 of my other accounts. For some reason, I'm not subscribed on this account. She's an amazing creator. I've watched a lot of her videos. Yeah. I'll leave this video in the description as always. Same thing with me though. I don't like making political videos. I was very hesitant on making something like Charlie Kirk, like talking about it, because I know how people are, and I might lose subscribers for this. But to just continue seeing it and everything, it's sickening. So that's why I'm making this video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a fantastic day. Because it's probably gonna be like 12 p.m. when you guys are seeing it, 12 p.m. EST or whatever. That's probably when I'm scheduling it. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure to eat something after this video. As I said before, I'll leave the original video in the description because it's an amazing video. And yeah, peace. I'll probably make a fun video after